Today is January 26th. This opener is going to be very similar to the quiz that you're going to take today over using intercepts to graph lines. So the first thing that you're going to do is label the axis. Again, my y-axis is the axis that is vertical, which runs up and down. My x is the one that's horizontal, that runs left to right. Now in the first box, we are solving for the y-intercept. X equals 0 is already written for you. So if you look down at the second box, if you're solving for the x-intercept, then you're going to set as y equals 0. I would go ahead and write that in so that you don't forget, because that will be a point on your quiz. You need to show x equals 0 and then y equals 0. So I'm going to come back up to the first box again. Using the equation negative 5x minus 4y equals 20, I'm going to determine what the y-intercept is when I substitute x equals 0. So I'm going to take negative 5 times 0, because I'm substituting 0 for x, minus 4y equals 20. Now, I'm going to go ahead and draw my line of equality, circle my variable. I'm trying to determine what the y-intercept is, so I'm solving for y. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the negative 5 times 0. Now, to get the y by itself, I divide each side by negative 4. So 20 divided by negative 4 is going to be a negative 5. Then I come down, I write my ordered pairs. Remember, ordered pair is x first, then y. So my x value was set for me. It was that x equals 0. So my x value is 0. Then my y value we just solved for, and we got y equals negative 5. So now 0 comma negative 5, that's going to be my y-intercept. That's going to be where the line intercepts the y-axis on the negative 5. So let's determine what our x-intercept is going to be. So this time, I already set y equals 0. I'm going to substitute for y, and that's going to help me determine where the line is going to cross the x-intercept. So again, I use the same equation, so I'm going to use negative 5x minus 4 times y, which I'm substituting a 0 for, equals 20. Circle my variable, draw my line of equality. Then I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that negative 4 times 0, and then I'm going to solve for x. So to get x by itself, I'm going to divide each side by negative 5. X equals, so 20 divided by negative 5 is going to equal negative 4. Now I'm ready to write my second ordered pair. Remember, ordered pair is x then y, so my x value I solved was going to be negative 4. My y value I set at the top here. We said y equals 0, so my y value is 0. So now that I have both ordered pairs, I'm going to go ahead and graph. So the first one I'm going to graph is my y-intercept, which means I'm going to plot that point on the y-axis. So it's 0 for my x value, so I stay put at the origin. The y value is negative 5, so I count down 5 since it's a negative. Plot my point. Then my next ordered pair is negative 4, comma 0, so I start at my origin. Because it's a negative 4, I'm going to count to the left on the x-axis. And my y value is a 0, so I stay put here. Remember, on your quiz today, I'm going to be looking to see if that line is straight, if it goes through both plotted points, much better than what I'm doing here. It goes to the edge of the coordinate plane and it has your arrows.